Why do successful people strive to wake up before 5 a.m.? Why not at some other time? What's the secret behind this habit? Successful people understand how their brains work and take full advantage of brainwave activity and cognitive processes. Our brain generates electrical impulses, often referred to as brainwaves. When you first wake up, your brain operates at a frequency of around 10.5 Hz. The range from 8 to 13 Hz is known as the alpha rhythm, a state often called the gateway to the subconscious. But if you wake up before 5 a.m., your brain enters a state between theta and alpha rhythms. In this state, it becomes capable of deep and effective learning, while remaining fully aware and focused, yet deeply relaxed. In other words, you don't have to strain yourself or put in a lot of mental effort. You simply become present in the moment. There's another key fact well known to successful people. Upon waking, your subconscious mind is at its most receptive. It absorbs information like a sponge. Everything you see and hear within the first 20 minutes of waking has a massive influence on you and sets the tone for your entire day. That's why successful people use this time to meditate or listen to affirmations, rather than cluttering their minds with emails or social media. They consciously choose how to shape their mindset for the day, staying positive and focused. They make it a habit to go to bed early so they can use the early morning hours for personal growth. They wake up before sunrise and go to bed shortly after sunset. This becomes part of their daily routine. Why do they go to bed so early? Because the time between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. is the most restorative phase of deep sleep. After 2 a.m., sleep gradually loses its restorative benefits and becomes less effective. If you constantly deprive yourself of this deep rest between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., you'll likely wake up feeling exhausted and drained. Our bodies are deeply affected by natural day-night cycles. About 1 to 2 hours after sunset, your melatonin levels begin to rise. This is your body's signal that it's time to sleep. By midnight, melatonin reaches its peak, then slowly decreases. At 10 p.m., your body reacts to this increase, triggering essential metabolic processes that help restore your system. For this reaction to happen properly, both mental and physical activity must wind down. If you're still awake at that time, you may experience what's known as the second wind, a temporary spike in energy and mental alertness. But the real benefits of this cycle can only be felt if you're actually asleep during that time. Studies show that going to bed after 10 p.m. leads to more difficulty falling asleep and poorer quality rest. That results in waking up tired and unrefreshed. Even something as simple as going to bed at 10 p.m. instead of 11 can dramatically improve your sleep quality. What's more, there's a high likelihood you'll wake up full of energy and ready to start the day productively, all because you allowed your body to follow its natural biological rhythms. On top of that, you'll gain all the metabolic advantages that kick in around 10 p.m. If you're one of those people who tends to go to bed much later, it may be time to reconsider your routine. Set a goal to go to sleep 15 to 30 minutes earlier each night until you're consistently going to bed by 10 p.m. Successful individuals like Apple, CEO Tim Cook, Oprah Winfrey, and Dwayne Johnson all start their day with the first light of dawn. That's when they find the motivation for great achievements. The stillness of early morning allows them to fully tap into their potential. Successful people make the most of every minute because their goals matter more than momentary comforts like staying in bed. They build the habit of rising early because they understand. Discipline and consistency are the foundation of a truly successful life. The human brain can only function at its full potential when it's not multitasking. The quality of your work is directly tied to how focused you are especially when there are no distractions or background noise interrupting your concentration. In those moments, the brain is capable of deeply focusing on a single task, creating a balanced and productive approach to work and its results. Successful people understand this, which is why they use their early morning hours to take full advantage of their brain's optimal functionality. Everyone who reaches great heights knows the early hours are when the most accurate and effective decisions are made, while energy levels are at their peak. Those who live truly productive and fulfilling lives are confident that the willpower exercised in the early morning helps them achieve a high level of discipline. A morning built on discipline sets the tone for the entire day, and that's what becomes the foundation of a successful life. The quiet, peaceful time before sunrise creates the perfect atmosphere for self-care, something that, let's be honest, rarely happens during a busy day. Time spent on yourself in the morning gives you everything you need for a successful start. The moment your alarm stops ringing, you face life's obstacles, and only you can decide whether to go around them or not. Only you choose whether to use that time for your benefit or waste it, while everyone else is still asleep in their warm beds, dreaming. This is your time to act. This is your moment to step out of your comfort zone and make that well-earned leap forward. Morning hours give you a head start, a chance to be ahead of everyone else, free from distractions. This is the time when you can focus on what truly matters. This is when you can let go of the limiting thoughts that prevent you from realizing what life could really be. Everything is in your hands. Only you can decide what your life will look like. Only you choose when your day begins